The arrow whistles past your ear. Your shield splinters under the enemy's blow. Blood runs down your sword arm, and your lungs burn with exhaustion. Yet something inside you refuses to break. This is the moment that separates the warrior from the fallen, not physical strength, but an unbreakable mental fortress built on ancient wisdom. 2,000 years ago, Roman legionnaires carried more than swords and shields into battle. They carried a philosophy that made them psychologically invincible. Today we face different wars: career crises, financial storms, health battles, relationship conflicts. The weapons have changed, but the need for an armored mind remains the same. The first principle of the warrior's mindset is this: accept the battle as inevitable. Marcus Aurelius, who ruled an empire while fighting wars on multiple fronts, wrote that we must welcome obstacles as fuel for our inner fire. The Stoic warrior never wastes energy wishing circumstances were different. Instead, they ask, how do I forge strength from this exact situation? Consider the siege of Masada, where outnumbered defenders held their ground not through superior numbers, but through absolute mental commitment. They had accepted their circumstances completely, which freed them to act with total clarity. In our modern world, we see this same principle when individuals facing personal crises stop fighting reality and start building solutions from where they actually stand. The second principle: transform pain into purpose. Ancient gladiators understood that every scar told a story of survival. Every wound proved their capacity to endure. Epictetus, himself a former slave who suffered physical disabilities, taught that our greatest victories come not from avoiding hardship, but from extracting meaning from it. When Cato the Younger faced political defeat and exile, he didn't retreat into bitterness. He used his suffering as raw material to build an even stronger character. This transformation happens today when people channel their deepest struggles into helping others, turning personal battles into universal lessons of hope. The third principle: master your internal dialogue. Roman soldiers were trained not just in sword work, but in mental discipline. They learned to speak to themselves as a general would speak to trusted troops, with authority, clarity, and unwavering confidence. The warrior's mind is never at the mercy of random thoughts or emotional storms. Seneca practiced this by writing daily letters to himself, essentially coaching his own mind through challenges. He understood that the voice inside our heads can either be our greatest ally or our most dangerous enemy. Modern research confirms what ancient warriors knew. We can literally retrain our thought patterns through conscious practice.
The fourth principle: focus only on your next action. In the chaos of battle, a warrior survives by maintaining laser focus on what they can actually control in this exact moment. Not the outcome of the entire war, not the actions of the enemy, but their next precise movement. This principle proved decisive at Thermopylae, where Spartan warriors held impossible odds not by worrying about ultimate victory, but by executing each tactical moment with perfection. Today's challenges, whether navigating technological disruption in careers or maintaining relationships through difficult times, demand this same focused presence. The fifth and final principle: build strength through voluntary discomfort. Ancient warriors didn't wait for hardship to test them. They deliberately sought challenges to build their capacity. They slept on hard ground, ate simple food, and practiced in harsh conditions because they understood that comfort breeds weakness. Principle appears throughout military history, from Spartan agoge training to modern special forces preparation. The warrior builds resilience by choosing difficulty before it chooses them. In practical terms, this means deliberately doing hard things, having difficult conversations, taking calculated risks, pushing beyond comfort zones, so that when involuntary hardships arrive, your capacity exceeds the demand. These principles create something extraordinary, a mind that cannot be conquered from the outside. Physical walls can be breached, weapons can be taken away, circumstances can shift without warning. But a properly fortified mind becomes truly invincible because it draws strength from the very forces that would destroy it. This mental invincibility doesn't mean becoming emotionally numb or recklessly aggressive. True warrior spirit combines fierce determination with inner peace, unstoppable will with clear judgment. It's the difference between being reactive and being responsive, between surviving and truly living. The ancient warriors who embodied these principles didn't just win battles, they transformed every challenge into an opportunity to prove their character. They understood that true victory isn't about defeating external enemies, but about building an internal fortress so strong that nothing can shake your fundamental peace. Every morning, you wake up to your own battlefield. The challenges are real, the stakes matter, and retreat isn't an option, but you're not defenseless. You carry within you the same capacity for mental invincibility that made ancient warriors legendary. The only question is whether you'll claim it. If this moved you, comment "The Citadel holds" below. It is our sign that you carry the philosophy with you. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.